Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is directed by Steven Spielberg and stars Harrison Ford and Sean Connery. This time around, Indiana Jones is after the Holy Grail and is on a race against the Nazis to get to it. But along the adventure is his father, who is joining Indy on this adventure to get to the Holy Grail because he is also passionate about finding it. But he's not really the best dad in any case whatsoever because he's been pretty estranged from his son for many years. And from an early childhood, he has kind of neglected him. We see in an opening scene that Indiana Jones, as a young kid, played by River Phoenix, is going after an artifact that a group of other archaeologists are after. But when he comes back home and tells his father about everything, he doesn't even look at him. He just tells him some other stuff that doesn't really matter to his case. And that kind of forms the backbone and heart of the entire film. Is to see these two characters once again fix their broken father and son relationship. And that creates a lot of emotional weight for the film, because not only is Indiana Jones after an artifact that the Nazis want and he's trying to stop him from obtaining, he is also trying to fix a part of himself, and he learns quite a bit about himself and how much he cared about his father really. And in that regard, rewatching this film again, I love that about this movie. I love the emotional weight this movie has. It created some of the best moments in the entire Indiana Jones series. The story is emotionally driven and you care a lot more about the characters this time around than ever before. Salek and Marcus Brody are really funny characters and really fun additions to the film and the adventure. The villains, Elsa and Walter, are all really menacing and are some of the best villains and most memorable villains in the franchise. All in all, I can't really find much at fault with this film. I do think this is a really good adventure film with fantastic directing, and especially in the library scene, which is both really fun and really funny, and the archaeology aspect of this film, the adventure, the discoveries that Indiana Jones make, and the environments he and his father get through, and the action sequences. All that is directed fantastically, and it's all paced really well, with a really, really beautiful soundtrack by John Williams. This is probably the second best soundtrack in the Indiana Jones series, in my opinion. The Holy Grail theme is absolutely fantastic, and some new renditions of old themes from Indiana Jones are once again done really well and really memorable and fits well into the scene. Honestly, The Last Crusade felt like the perfect conclusion to this entire franchise. Seeing how Sean Connery carries himself throughout the film and his banter with his son, I found really entertaining, like in the blimp scene when Harrison Ford and his father are on the blimp, but a Nazi soldier is after them. And when he's looking around and finds Sean Connery, Indiana Jones punches him. It's like no ticket, and everyone gives him a ticket. The humor in this film is absolutely gold. Harrison Ford is able to show his comedic chops really well as his dramatic chops. It creates a much more layered version of Indiana Jones than we've ever seen before. And that's because of the emotional weight this story provides. It creates a lot of new scenarios for Indiana Jones to get through and have us learn more about the character than we ever have before. And in terms of characterization of the character of Indiana Jones, I'd say that The Last Crusade did the best job out of any of the other films. Because in the introduction to Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, he's a really cool and fun adventure action hero. But here, he felt really much like a down-to-earth person with many layers, many problems also that he's trying to work through. And in that way, I care more for him throughout this entire adventure. All in all, I love The Last Crusade. If this were the conclusion to the Indiana Jones franchise, I would have been happy with it. But Hollywood wants to milk this franchise dry, so we got Kingdom of the Crystal, piece of shit, and Dial of Destiny. I hope it's good. I hope Dial of Destiny is good. I love James Mangold, but it's going to be hard to top Last Crusade. Yeah. And any of the other old indie films. I'm going to give Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade an A+. Now, I don't think it is as good as Raiders of the Lost Ark in my opinion. I think Raiders for me is the most rewatchable and most entertaining. But in terms of story and emotion, Last Crusade does a better job than any of the other indie films in that regard. So, I guess it's a choose whatever you want as your favorite. I know some people say that's their favorite, and you know what? I completely understand. I really love it sometimes more than the first movie whenever I watch it. But there's some stuff, like little nitpicks here and there, that just keep me from enjoying it as much. But all in all, still a great film and highly recommended. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.